Robbin, thank you for joining me. It's a created franchise on MLB 20, the show. This is the middle of June. It is the exact halfway point of the Major League season, 81 games. So actually, I want to go over some of the statistics so that we can check to project for the rest of the season. So Max Lukulich, the center fielder. If you're not interested in the stats, totally cool. Just fast forward until you see some baseball, and I'll be done with this in a couple of minutes. So Max Lukulich is the center fielder. At the halfway mark of the season, he's got 4 homers and 22 RBIs. So that projects out to 8 homers and 44 runs batted in with a .318 average. But if we look a little bit further into the statistics, he's got 25 doubles. So he would end up with 50 doubles and 44 stolen bases. So 50 doubles and 44 steals is pretty good for a leadoff guy. Don Mattingly projects out to 34 homers and 130 RBIs for first baseman. Chris Ramos, 60 homers and 140 runs batted in. Hoo-ah. Michael O'Rourke, 38 homers, 120 RBIs. Jacob Salazar, 22 homers, 112 runs batted in. Benny LoCicero, 36 homers, 136 RBIs, I think, if my math is right. Matt Saps, 26 homers, 84 RBIs. Matt Termini, 10 homers, 72 runs batted in. And Anthony Millo, 10 homers and 54 RBIs. All right, let's go to pitching rotation. Joey Pollard is 9-3, as you can see, so that projects out to 18-6. Eli Ramos, 20-4, 20-game winner. Madison Bumgarner has been bouncing back and forth between the bullpen and the starting rotation, so let's just say 10 wins. Brendan Pizarski, 12-6, and Patrick Joseph, 16-6. So pretty good, So. All right, let's stop it with the stats. Let's get to the schedule. Just so that you realize, after 81 games, the Knights are 52-29, and they have an 8-game lead in the division. They've taken the place of the Houston Astros in the American League West. So being in the American League West, they have an 8-game lead on the Seattle Mariners. Calendar. We basically are in a 3-game set. 3-game set with at the Texas Rangers. The first game we won 11-8, lost the middle game 8-6. So this is the rubber match at Arlington. Few organizations games. Okay, play game. Okay. Let's see. Keep on 10 game. Play full game. We are the away team in Texas, as you can see. Broadcast. Eli Ramos. All right, let's see. So it looks like Michael O'Rourke needs a day off. So what we could do instead is we can just put him at the designated hitter position and then put Margot in left. Boom. Okay. Here we go. Okay, here we go. Get ready for some Major League Baseball as the Bronx Knights visit the Texas Rangers here at Globe Life Field in Arlington, Texas. On the mound for the Rangers, it's Catfish Hunter. 17th start of the season. He's 6-6 with a 4.10 earned run average. And he faces the leadoff man for the Knights, Max Lukulich. He's the center fielder. He's batting .318.
The center fielder.
And here we go, first pitch of the game. Skies it to medium right field. The right fielder makes the catch for out number 1. So lineup for the Knights: Max Lukic led off. Don Mattingly's at first. Chris Ramos is at second. Michael O'Rourke is the designated hitter today. Jacob Salazar is in short. Benny LoCicero is in right. Matt Termini is at third. Manuel Margot is in left. And Anthony Millo is behind the plate. Don Mattingly, 303, 17 homers, 65 runs batted in, steps up to the plate and takes a slider back door for a strike. Rangers are 3 games under 500 on the season. And he pulls it hard, line drive down the right field line. Foul ball, count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Mattingly. Oh, he hits it high and deep, but playable. And he makes the catch for out number 2. Chris Ramos, 380, 30 homers, 70 runs batted in. Both numbers lead the ball club. Pitches at the knees for ball number 1. He is the number 1 vote getter for second base in the American League for the All-Star game. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Ramos. Low ball 1. Count is 1 and 2. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jams him back to the screen. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the first. Bases are empty. Here's the pitch. Outside corner, strike 3 looking. Side retired. He does not like the call, but that does not matter. Half inning of baseball gone by. Bronx Knights at 0. Texas coming to bat. So on the mound for the Bronx Knights is Eli Ramos, making his 17th start of the season. He is 10-2 with a 2.99 earned run average, and he faces Johnny Damon. 321, 10 homers, 35 runs batted in. He's the center fielder for the Texas Rangers. And he tries to bunt his way on. He charges. Termini fields, fires, got him. What a great play from third. Bare hands it. Starting lineup for the Rangers: Johnny Damon just led off. Minnie Minoso is in left. Ernie Banks is the shortstop. Jorge Soler is in right. Eddie Murray's at first. Ivan Rodriguez is the catcher. Corey Dickerson the DH. Joe Rizzo is the third baseman. And CJ Hinojosa is at second base. Check that. Minnie Minoso threw 274, 14 homers, 40 runs batted in. Steps in with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Takes a strike at the knees. Bronx Knights in first place in the American League West. That is Anthony Millo behind the plate and Benny LoCicero in right. And it's a ground ball to Termini at third. Fires across the diamond, and there's 2 away.
Batting third, the shortstop.
Ernie Banks, 296, 20 homers, 55 runs batted in. The shortstop for the Texas Rangers. In this series, he hit his 700th career home run. Inside corner, strike 1. Swing and a miss at the split finger fastball. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Banks. Swing and a miss at the curveball, strike 3. Side is retired. So after an inning of baseball here in Arlington, we have no score. So top of the second, Michael O'Rourke is up. He's hitting .351, 19 homers, 60 RBIs. He carries a 15-game hitting streak into this ball game.
Nope.
Pitch is outside, ball 1. And he pulls it down the right field line and into the stands. It's a ground rule double, the 26th double of the season for O'Rourke, and they lead off the top of the second with a double. Runner in scoring position for The shortstop, Jacob Salazar, hitting .352, 11 homers, 56 runs batted in. O'Rourke leads off second. Not to mention that's line drive. He's tagging, and he's going to make it. So with one out, productive out, O'Rourke goes to third. Defensive alignment for the Texas Rangers in the outfield from left to right is Minoso, Damon, and Soler. And in the infield, it's Rizzo at third, Ernie Banks, CJ Hinojosa, and Eddie Murray with Gold Glover Ivan Rodriguez, Hall of Famer Ivan Rodriguez behind the plate. So Benny LoCicero steps up to the plate at 68 runs batted in. Chance for 69. He takes the first pitch outside, ball one. 278, 18 homers, 68 runs batted in. Fouls the fastball back to the screen, strike one. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on LoCicero, the right fielder. And he pulls it down the first base line, foul. Strike 2. Count is 1 and 2. And he hits it high and deep. That's got a chance. That is Gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. The 19th home run of the season for Benny LoCicero. A 2-run shot, and the Bronx Knights have an early 2-0 lead. Hoorah! Let's watch that replay. He now has 19 homers and 70 runs batted in, a tie for the team lead. So stepping in with 1 out here in the top of the second is Matt Termini hitting .297. He's having a strong June. Didn't have a very good May, but June is looking up. Deep in the hole and short, Ernie Banks recovers, fires across for the second out.
The left fielder.
Manuel Margot, .242, a homer, 7 runs batted in part-time play. He's up there with 2 outs here in the second. Oh, and he hits this one deep. This has got a chance. It is off the wall. He's going to make it all the way to second. So with 2 outs, they have a runner in scoring position as Margot hits his 4th double of the season. And the pitching coach needs to come on out to the mound and have a conversation with Catfish Hunter. Slow him down a little. Anthony Millo, .226. 5 homers, 22 runs batted in, 27 checked out. And that one might fall, and it will. It's going to be an RBI single for Anthony Millo as the Bronx Knights now take a 3-0 lead. Conversation didn't do much, apparently. Let's look at the replay.
Number 38.
Boom. So the leadoff man steps in for his second plate appearance. He flew out in the first, Max Lukelich. Millo leads off first. Oh, it hits him. It hits him. So runners are at first and second with 2 outs now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Don Mattingly.
Next up, Don Mattingly. Johnny Baseball flew out in the first. He's 0 for 1. He's got runners at first and second. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Low, ball 2. Count is 2 balls and no strikes on Mattingly. And he fouls off the high fastball down the left field line. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on the first baseman. Oh, and he hits it high and deep, but it will curve foul into the seats. Count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on here in the top of the second. And he just misses on the inside. Full count. Runners should be off. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And it's ball 4. The bases are now loaded here with 2 outs. He's completely lost the strike zone.
Now batting, the second baseman, Chris.
Next up is Chris Ramos, struck out in the first. He has the bases loaded with 2 outs. Pitch is outside, ball 1. There's nowhere to put him. Ramos is one of the most dangerous hitters in the American League. Little late on the fastball, count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And he pops him up in the infield, right in front of home plate. Ivan Rodriguez makes the catch and they leave the bases loaded, but they score 3. 2 of them on this. A 2-run homer by Benny LoCicero, and after an inning and a half of play, it's the Knights 3, the Rangers nothing. So Jorge Soler steps into the plate, the batter's box. Here in the bottom of the second, he's hitting .235 with 9 homers, 36 runs batted in. Just misses outside. The fastball, 98 on the radar gun. Breaking ball in there, strike 1. And he's swinging and a miss. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Count is 2-2. And he swings and misses. He swings and fouls off the pitch. Check that. Count remains 2 balls and 2 strikes here in the second. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there's 1 out here in the bottom of the second. That's his second strikeout of the game.
Batting fifth, the first baseman,
Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer, switch hitting first baseman, played for the, in there, strike 1, played for the Baltimore Orioles in the 80s, 70s, and 80s. 320, 15 homers, 52 runs batted in this fictional universe. And he pulls the breaking ball foul. Count is quickly, no balls and 2 strikes on Murray. Just gets a piece of the circle change, stay alive. Fouls off the fastball, 98 on the gun. Hard ground ball to Salazar at short. Throws across in time. 2 away. Next up is the Hall of Fame catcher, Ivan Rodriguez. 274, 10 homers, 40 RBIs. Swing and a miss at the fastball. Strike 1. 6 for his last 15. He's been hot lately. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Count evens, 1 ball, 1 strike. Just gets a piece of the slider. Count is 1-2 on Rodriguez. Hard line drive, base hit into left field. So with 2 outs, they have a base runner. Here's the replay. Rodriguez makes that pitch his daddy. So Corey Dickerson steps up. 252, 5 homers, 22 runs batted in. High strike. Strike nonetheless. And it is a lazy fly ball to center. Lukulich barely has to move. He makes the catch to retire the side. So, end of 2 innings. It's a 3-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. So, Michael O'Rourke has a 16-game hitting streak because of the double he had in the first inning. Check that second inning. Steps in for a second plate appearance. And this time he pops it up. Shallow right. Soler is there. He makes the catch. One pitch, one away. Jacob Salazar lined out in his first at-bat. Steps in. I think, oh, that didn't hit him. Oh, my goodness. Ball one. I thought it hit him. Strike one. Count as 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside, 2 balls and 1 strike on Salazar. And he slashes it to left. Minnie Minoso is there, and there's 2 outs.
Now batter.
Benny LoCicero steps up. He had a 2-run home run in this game. Pitch is outside, ball 1. Ball 2, count as 2 balls and no strikes. Three balls, no strikes. Will he have the green light with 2 outs? Nope. He took a pitch. It was in there, strike 1. Hitters count 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, bases empty. Here in the top of the third, 3-0 lead for the Knights. And he slashes it between the hole, between first and second base for a hit. He is 2 for 2 today. And they have a base runner with 2 outs. Here's a replay. Pulls that high pitch in the hole. So, third baseman Matt Termini grounded out in the second. He's up there for his second plate appearance. And he deep in the hole at short. He throws to second for the force. Side is retired. So, 2.5 innings of baseball have been played. It's the Bronx Knights 3, the Texas Rangers nothing. Sorry, Heidi, we having difficulty with your microphone. We're gonna have to get back to you. Sorry, we'll have a technician down there to fix the mic. In the meantime, we visit the Joe Rizzo at home plate, hitting .262 here in the bottom of the third. At the knees, strike 1.
0-1.
Eli Ramos, the pitcher, seems to have everything working today.
I got the count.
Swing and a miss out in front of the splitter. Count is 0-2. And strike 3, swing and a miss. First out. That is his 3rd strikeout of the game. So league leaders in wins. As you can see, Eli Ramos is tied for first with 10 wins with 2 other players. Joey Pollard, his teammate, has 9. He wins this, he'll take over the lead by himself. Second baseman C.J. Hinojosa, .268 batting average with 4 homers, steps in with 1 out. And he lines it the other way into right field. It's a base hit for Hinojosa. And with 1 out here in the third, they have a runner at first.
The batter, the center fielder.
So lineup turns over for the Texas Rangers. Johnny Damon steps in again. At the knees, he takes a fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And he fouls off the curveball. Count is 0-2 on Damon. Hinojosa leads off first. Here's the pitch. Instead of going to second, he just takes the easy out at first. And there's 2 away. The runner moves into scoring position. So runner at second, 2 outs, with Minnie Minoso up, who's 0 for 1. Outside corner, strike 1. Skies it deep. It's got his chance. It is a foul ball that was inches away from being a 2-run home run. Swing and a miss, strike 3, side retired. So, 3 innings of baseball, and we've got 3 shutout innings from Eli Ramos. The Knights have a 3-0 lead. Game of inches. So, top of the 4th, Stepping in is Manuel Margot, who's playing today in place of Matthew Saps. And he fouls off the first pitch for strike one. And it's a line drive. It's got a chance to go. It is gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. Manuel Margot hits a line drive home run, a solo shot, the second of his season, and it's a 4-0 lead for the Bronx Knights. Yeah. Let's look at this replay. That is a solid line drive. Look at low liner over that yellow line for a home run. So, next up is Anthony Millo, who has an RBI single today. And he pulls it foul, strike one. 4-0 lead for Bronx Knights. And he slashes the slider the other way. Strike two. Count is 0-2 on Anthony Millo.
Ball.
Down and in, ball one.
The count is 1-2.
Fouls off the pitch. Count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes with nobody out here in the fourth. Swing and a miss, strike three, and there's one down. Catfish's second strikeout of the game. So the lineup turns over for the Bronx Knights. Max Lukulich is up. He's 0 for 1. A little late on the fastball for strike one. High, ball one. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. And it is a shallow fly ball. The second baseman, Hinojosa, in short center field makes the catch for out number 2.
Now batting, the first baseman.
Don Mattingly is 0 for 1 with a walk.
Mattingly.
And it's a line drive to center. It's a base hit. Donnie Baseball is 1 for 2. And the Knights have a base runner with 2 outs.
Now batting, second baseman.
So Chris Ramos, 0 for 2 today. Outside ball one.
Outside.
He's hitting 380, well, 378 now with the 0 for 2 today.
That's out.
2 balls, no strikes. He has 9 runs batted in his last 8 games. At the knees, strike one. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on the second baseman. A little late on the fastball. Count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Mattingly leads off first. Here's the pitch. Full count. The runner should be off. Here comes the payoff pitch. He fouls off the changeup. We'll do it again. And he pulls it down the right field line. Long run for Soler, and he makes the catch in foul territory to retire the side. But Manuel Margot hit a line drive solo home run here in the 4th inning to give the Bronx Knights a 4-0 lead. Bottom of the 4th. Ernie Banks, Hall of Fame shortstop. I think he played for the Chicago Cubs in real life. Steps in. And it's a hard line drive. Will it go over the head of LoCicero? No, it does not. He makes a running catch at the track. Nice play for the first out.
The right fielder.
So 1 pitch, 1 away. Jorge Soler struck out in the 2nd inning. He's 0 for 1. He's 2 for 10 for the series. Takes it on the outside corner, strike one. Fouls off the slider. Count is 0-2 on Soler. breaks his bat. Slow roller, shovels it. Nice play. He almost beat it out. Broke his bat. Got caught on that first base line. See the bat shatter. Shards were coming towards the mound. It's a foot race to the ball, and then he just underhanded it to Mattingly at first. So with 2 down, Eddie Murray steps in again. He's grounded out in the second inning. And he fouls off the fastball for strike 1. Eddie Murray, as you can see, is 21 hits away from 4,000 in this fictional universe. Fouls it off again, strike 2. Count is no balls and 2 strikes on Eddie Murray. And it's a slow roller to Mattingly. Takes it himself for the final out. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Eli Ramos. He's shut out for 4. At the end of 4 innings of play, it's 4-0 Bronx Knights. Top of the 5th, Michael O'Rourke is 2 for 2. Check that, 1 for 2. That's interesting. I could have sworn that he was 2 for 2. Well, in any event.
That's a ball.
Pitch is high, ball 1. And that is a hard line drive, but right at Soler and right. He barely has to move. And there is 1 out here in the 5th. Jacob Salazar is 0 for 2. Hard line drive the other way. Minnie Minoso is there. And there's 2 outs here in the 5th. Benny LoCicero, 2 for 2 with a home run. He's up there with 2 outs. And this one is going to be caught. Quick 1-2-3 inning here in the top of the 5th. Still a 4-0 lead for the Knights. Yeah, we still haven't fixed that microphone, Heidi. We apologize. We'll send a technician down into the dugout to change the battery on that microphone. But in the meantime, we'll take a look at Ivan Rodriguez, who had a single in the 2nd. He's 1 for 1 today, 4 for 9 in this 3-game series so far. And that is a hard line drive down the left field line that will roll all the way to the fence. A strong throw by Margot to second, cut off by the infielder. It's a stand-up double to lead off the bottom of the 5th, his 8th of the season. Let's look at the replay. Just solid hit down the left field line. So next up is Corey Dickerson. Flew out in the 2nd. He's got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And this one is deep. Long run for O'Rourke. He does not get there. He caroms off the wall. He's backing up, but yeah, it's going to be an RBI double for Dickerson. And the score is now 4-1. That's his 9th double of the season. And it's 2 doubles in a row to lead off the bottom of the 5th. Manager going to make a mound visit, talk to him a little bit. He's got a lot of confidence, just wants to make sure. So Joe Rizzo is 0 for 1. He struck out in the 3rd. He's set to step in, hitting .259 on the season. Bullpen is empty, so they have no plans of changing him as of yet. Pitch is low strike, below the knees, but he got the call. So count is 0-1. Slow roller to Ramos, throws to first. So there's 1 out. Runner advances to 3rd base. So it's a productive out. So now that the runner 90 feet from home plate and less than 2 outs, Hinojosa doesn't need a hit to get him in. Deep fly ball will get the job done. It's in there, strike 1. And it's a deep fly ball, and it will drop in there. It's going to be at the very least an RBI double, possibly a triple. And that's exactly what it's going to be. It's going to be an RBI triple for Hinojosa. And it's 4-2. That's his 2nd double of the season. It was basically a bloop double from the start. Not a real wise decision to make that dive, because now there's a runner at third base and less than 2 outs again. So here we go. Johnny Damon leads off. 0 for 2 today so far.
Nope. Ball 1.
Inning has kind of spiraled out of control. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Johnny Damon. Pitch is high. Count is 2-1. He pulls the circle change foul. Count is 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at third here in the bottom of the 5th. It's a 2-run ball game. And he pulls the fastball foul. Count will remain 2-2. Just gets a piece of the split finger fastball to stay alive. Strike 3 called. And there are 2 outs, and the runner at third does not score. That's his 5th strikeout of the game. So Minnie Minoso is 0 for 2. He's got to get a hit to get that runner home now. He is the tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 98 miles an hour on the radar gun. And it's a line drive base hit. It's an RBI single for Minoso. And it's a 1-run ball game. The Bronx Knights now lead 4-3. So Ernie Banks is up. Runner at first and 2 down. Outside corner, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Deep fly ball for Ernie Banks in center, but playable for Lukulich. He makes the catch to retire the side, so they can score 3 in that half inning. It's an official ball game, 5 innings of baseball. The Bronx Knights now lead 4-3. Top of the 6th, Matt Termini, the third baseman, steps up. Bullpen is active for the Texas Rangers. He's 0 for 2 today. He fouls off the slider, strike 1. Pitch is high, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ronaldo Lopez and Brad Keller are warming up in the Rangers bullpen. Pitch is high, count is 2 balls and 1 strike here in the top of the 6th. And it's a line drive that will fall. It's going to be a single for Termini, and he's 1 for 3 today. The leadoff man is on for the Knights.
Now batting, the left fielder.
Here's the replay. So the manager has seen enough. He goes to the bullpen, asks for the right-hander. And out of the bullpen comes Ronaldo Lopez. He's in there for his 39th appearance of the season. That's a lot of appearances for June. His record is 9-3. He has a save. His ERA is a bit high at 5.47. At the plate is Manuel Margot, who's 2 for 2. He's got a home run today. This one he skies to shallow center. Long run for Damon, but looks like he's going to be there. Makes the catch for the first out. So Anthony Millo, the catcher, he's RBI single today. He's 1 for 2. Steps in. Quick throw to first. Just keeping him close. Inside, ball 1. Millo has a modest 4-game hitting streak. Quick throw to first again. Snap throw. Termini is back. It's the line drive to center, and it will be caught by Damon for the second out. No advance on the base paths. Gets the ball back in. So leadoff man is up again. Max Lukulich is officially 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch in the 4th. Termini gets a good solid lead. Backdoor breaking ball in there for a strike. Did that hit him? Yes, it did. He got hit twice now. I think he got the shoe top. See the replay. With no intention, it was a breaking ball that got him. Oh, I think either kneecap or... Anyway. So Don Mattingly's up. He is 1 for 2 with a single. He's got runners at first and second with 2 out. Checks his swing, pitches low, ball 1. Donnie Baseball's hitting .366 with runners in scoring position. Outside, 2 balls, no strikes is the count.
Yep, that ball
3-0. Will he have the green light with 2 outs? On deck is Chris Ramos. Hands are off the controller. High strike, but a strike nonetheless. Now it's a hitter's count. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runners lead off first and second with 2 outs here in the 6th. Ground ball up the middle and through. It is a base hit, and it's going to be an RBI single for Mattingly as the score is now 5-3. Runners are at first and third now with 2 outs. See the replay. Here we go. It's just a ground ball with eyes. Right back through the box, over the mound, and through. Ronaldo almost snagged it with the glove, but didn't quite get leather on it. So next up is Chris Ramos. He's 0 for 3 today. He does have runners at first and third, but there are 2 out. Oh, he hits it high and deep. That is high. It is far. It is gonzo, ladies and gentlemen. It is a 3-run home run. Chris Ramos is 31st of the season. And that opens things up quite a bit. It is 8-3. Ooh-ah. Boom. 31 homers, 73 runs batted in for the second baseman. Ronaldo knew the minute he let go of the ball. He knew. So, Michael O'Rourke is up. It's 8-3, Bronx Knights. He's 1 for 3 with a double. Takes it on at the knees, strike 1. He's 5 for 12 in this series with a homer. Inside, ball 1, count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Michael O'Rourke leads all left fielders in votes for the All-Star game. Outside corner again, strike 2. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Down and in, count evens at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases empty here in the top of the 6th. And he hit this one deep. This one could go. Ladies and gentlemen, it is at the track. He makes the catch to retire the side. But Chris Ramos hits a 3-run home run, his 31st homer of the season, to give the Bronx Knights an 8-3 advantage here in the 6th. So we go to the bottom of the 6th. Jorge Soler steps in again. Ramos is still out there. Sure, with the 5-run lead, they're going to try to milk it. Inside strike. Count is 0-1. Fouls off the circle change. Count is 0-2. Outside ball 1. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Soler. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 3. There's 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. That's Ramos' 6th strikeout of the game. Eddie Murray, 0 for 2. He grounded out twice. Steps in with 1 out. Out in front of the fastball somehow. 98-mile-an-hour fastball. He was out in front. Count is 0-1. High strike, but call the strike nonetheless. Count is 0-2 on Murray. And he pulls it foul down the first baseline. Count remains 0-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Strikeout number 7 for Ramos. And there's 2 away. Ivan Rodriguez is 2 for 2. He has a single, a double, a run scored. Outside corner, strike one. Slow roller up the first base line, foul ball. Again, he fouls it off, stays alive. Fouls it back to the screen. Count will remain 0-2 on Ivan. Pulls the circle change foul down the third baseline. In there, strike three, strikeout number 8 to retire the side. So he's pitched 6 innings. He's got 8 strikeouts. He has a 5-run lead. Bronx Knights lead 8-3. Top of the 7th, Brad Keller takes over in relief. He's pitched 21 games out of the bullpen. His record is 1-2 with a very high ERA. His ERA is 7.12. He faces Jacob Salazar, who's 0 for 3 today. Bullpen is still active for the Rangers. Hard ground ball, one hop to the third baseman, throws across, and there's one away. One pitch, one away. Benny LoCicero is 2 for 3. He has a home run today. 2-run home. Outside corner, strike one. 95 on the radar gun. And it is a line drive over the head of Eddie Murray at first and will roll to the wall. He makes the turn and runs to second. It's going to be a 1-out double. And the 3rd hit of the ball game for Benny LoCicero. That's his 16th double of the season. Here's the replay. Yeah, he could have caught that, actually. I think he mistimed his jump. But so Termini is up. Termini's 1 for 3 with a single. Runner at second is in scoring position with 1 out. And he skies it to right center field. He goes back to the track. He makes the catch. Runner will tag. So with 2 outs, the runner makes it to third base. Deep fly ball. He almost got it out, but not quite. So with the insurance run 90 feet from home plate, Manuel Margot will step in. He's 2 for 3 today. He actually has a home run line drive shot. He's going to need a hit to get him in. Pitch is high, ball 1. Ground ball up back the middle, through and into center field. It's an 2-out RBI single for Margot. And the score is now 9-3. My goodness. 2-out hits today are absolutely killing the Rangers. Just a ground ball with eyes. He almost bagged it, but not quite. So runner at first, 2 down. RBI single for Anthony Millo today. He's 1 for 4. Checked it. He's 1 for 3. Gets a piece of the fastball, fouls it off, strike 1. Way out in front, ball in the dirt, blocked nicely by Ivan Rodriguez. Count is quickly no balls and 2 strikes on Millo. Fouls it off, strike 1. I'm sorry, check that. Fouls it off, the count remains 0-2. Big lead for Margot. Quick throw over there to get him back to the bag. Swing and a miss in the dirt. Needs to throw down to first. Strike him out. Throw him out. Side retired. But they do get a run on the RBI single. And get up and stretch, ladies and gentlemen. Time for the 7th inning stretch. Bronx Knights lead here in Arlington. 9-3.
Stretch.
Bottom of the 7th. 3-game set here in Arlington. They've
The designated hitter.
checks his swing. Dickerson takes strike 1 on the inside corner here in the bottom of the 7th to lead off the half inning. So it's a 3-game set. They've split the first 2. Oh no, line drive, but Margot is right there, barely has to move, and there's one out here in the bottom of the 7th. They split the first two, and it looks like the Bronx Knights, if things stay the way they are, will win this series, 2 out of 3 on the road. Joe Rizzo is 0 for 2. Knights have an 8-game lead in the division. Ramos fields, fires, and there's 2 away. CJ Hinojosa has a single and a triple today. He's 2 for 2. He's looking to get a cycle. Got the tough one out of the way. Line drive over his head. And he's going to second. Throw to second is not in time. It is a 2-out double for Hinojosa, his 3rd hit of the ball game. He is on fire today. Nice attempt by Mattingly first, but he couldn't come down with it. Slaps it the other way, down the first base line. So, runner in scoring position for Johnny Damon. He's 0 for 3 today. Fouls off the first pitch, strike 1. Lazy fly ball to center. This should do it. He makes the catch to retire the side here in the bottom of the 7th. It's a 6-run ball game. The Bronx Knights lead 9 to 3. So now we're going to go to the manager's office. Before this at-bat. Manager's office bullpen. Let's see who's going to pitch the, let's say Jonathan Holder is going to pitch the 8th. Jonathan Holder scheduled to put in game. So that's all she wrote for Eli Ramos. 7 innings, 3 runs. Fouls off the 2-seamer. Strike 1. Max is 0 for 2. He was hit by a pitch twice. Pitch is outside. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. 17,564 in attendance here in Arlington, Texas. Pathetic attendance. Gets him by a step. 1 away. Nice play by Ernie Banks. Got to charge that ball in order to get him. So Don Mattingly is 2 for 3 with 2 singles and an RBI. Backdoor slider, strike 1. Brad Keller is in his 2nd inning of relief. And he hits this one hard and deep. It's got a chance. It is high and deep. Oh, on the warning track, Damon makes the catch for the 2nd out of the inning. He made a bid, but not quite far enough. Mattingly's 2 for 4 today. Chris Ramos is 1 for 4 today, but his one was a big one, a 3-run home run in his last at-bat. Pitches high and wide, but called a strike by the home plate umpire. 0-1. Outside corner, strike 2. Nasty pitches. Inside, count is 1 ball and 2 strikes on Ramos. And he might have another one. It is high, it is far, it is, oh, he catches it at the wall to retire the side. Nice play by Jorge Soler. Let's look at this replay again as we go to commercial break. Look at this. As he collides into the wall. Well, 7.5 gone by. It's the Knights 9 and the Rangers 3. Do I want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Pitching in the 8th inning for the Knights, Jonathan Holder, making his 21st appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 0-1, and he has a 4.50 earned run average. He faces Minnie Minoso, who has an RBI single today, who's 1 for 3.
The left fielder, number 9.
And it's high and deep, but it curves into the seats. Strike 1. Oh, this one is in the corner. Long run for, oh, he can't make it. 1 hop to the wall. Strong throw back to the infield, the cutoff man. But it's a leadoff double for Minoso. His 16th double of the season. Here's the replay. Just slashes it the other way. LoCicero can't make the play. He's been torturing it. He's been tortured out there in right field tonight. So Ernie Banks is 0 for 3. He's got a runner in scoring position with nobody out. And again, another play for O'Rourke. This one he's going to make. The runner will tag and advance to third base on the deep fly ball. So with one out, they have a runner at third base. So Soler does not need a hit to get him in. The deep fly ball will get the job done. In there, strike one, 93 on the radar gun. Breaking ball at the knees, strike two.
Down, 0-2.
Strike three called. Outside corner. He doesn't like it. It doesn't matter what he likes. There's two outs now, and he did not get the runner home. Let's look at the replay. That's too close to take. You got to at least foul that off if you don't like it. So Eddie Murray is up with two outs in the bottom of the eighth. In there, strike one.
0-1.
Needs a hit to get him home. Inside corner, strike two. Deep drive. Long run for Margot. He does not get there. It's going to be a ground rule double. It's an RBI for Eddie Murray. The score is now 9-4. So Ivan Rodriguez, the Hall of Fame catcher, now steps up with a runner in scoring position. It's 9-4. He's 2 for 3 today. Fouls off the fastball at the knees, strike one. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count is 0-2 on the catcher. And he pulls it foul. The count remains 0-2. Up the middle and through. It is a base hit. It's going to be an RBI single for Ivan Rodriguez, and the score is now 9-5. Okay, let's manager's office, bullpen. Warm up, yes. Warm up, yes. Manager, mound visit, calm him down a little bit. Listen, buddy, Corey Dickerson's up. He has an RBI double today. He's 1 for 3. Okay, just throw strikes. You have a 4-run lead still. Okay, if he hits it 9 miles, it doesn't matter. He can't hit a 4-run homer with 1 runner on. We believe in you. Let's go. High, deep, but foul. Strike number 1 on Dickerson. Outside corner with the slider. Count is 0-2. One more strike to get out of it. Let's see if you can do it. Ground slow roller. Scoops it behind the back for the force, and the side is retired. So he gives up 2 runs, but he gets through the inning. Jacob Salazar shows a little panache. Let's look at this. So the score at the end of 8 is 9-5. So we go to the top of the 9th inning. Michael O'Rourke is up yet again. He is 1 for 4. Slashes it the first pitch to center field. Long run for Damon. He makes it 2-1 in track, but makes the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away. Before Salazar goes up, we'll go to the manager's office and the bullpen. Okay, let's see. Lefty, righty, lefty. Caleb Smith is going to pitch. So Zach Eflin, we're going to sit him down. Caleb is going to be put in the game. John Smoltz is going to be warming up just in case things get out of control in the 9th. So Jacob Salazar steps up. He's 0 for 4 today. And he pulls it, and it looks like it's going to drop in for a base hit. He is 1 for 5. And with 1 out here in the top of the 9th, the Knights have a base runner. So, and that was a useful hit. He extended his hitting streak to 12 games. Nice. So next up is Benny LoCicero. Benny in the 2nd inning did this, a 2-run shot, deposits it in the right field corner. He is 3 for 4 today. Big lead for Salazar. Pitch out, but he's not going. Ball 1. Benny needs a triple. That's always the hardest one to get the cycle. He's got a home run, a double, and a single. Swing and a miss at the slider. Count is even at 1 ball and 1 strike. Checks the swing, down and in, ball 2, 2-1. Big lead over at first. Line drive through the right side. It is a base hit. And he's going to go all the way to third. Strong throw to third, but not in time. So runners are at first and third with one down here in the top of the ninth. LoCicero has 4 hits today.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So pitching change. Seth Lugo makes his 25th appearance out of the bullpen. His record is 0-1. He's at a 3.86 earned run average. He has to deal with first and third and less than 2 outs with Termini up. Termini's 1 for 4. Just gets a piece of the slider, strike 1. Pitches low, ball 1. Count evens at 1 ball and 1 strike. Matt Termini's hitting .357 with runners in scoring position. Checks it. Oh, wait a minute. The runner at second is going to third. Strong throw by Ivan Rodriguez, but not in time. So now on the wild pitch, both runners are in scoring position. A hit can get them both in. So the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. And he slices it down the right field line, but it curves into the seats for a strike. The count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners lead off second and third. And it is a line drive base hit over the second baseman's head. And it's going to be a throw of the plate. 1 run scores, 2 run scores. A 2-run single for Matt Termini. And the score is 11-5. Just blooped it over the second baseman's head. Are they going to give us a replay? Yes, they will. Here we go. Just inside, outs it. In on his hands, he just loops it over the second baseman's head for a 2-run single. Manuel Margot is up. It's 11-5 here in the ninth. 1 out. Runner leads off first. And it skies it to shallow center. There is Damon. And there's 2 away. Anthony Millo is 1 for 4 today. He does have an RBI single. Steps up with 2 outs in the top of the ninth. Pitches low, ball 1. Jams him with the 2-seamer. Count is 1 ball and 1 strike on Millo. Oh, it's right at Murray. Takes it himself to the bag that retires the side. So we go to the bottom of the ninth. It's an 11-5 ball game. They need 6 runs to tie. Here we go. Do I want to change pitchers? Yes, I do. Coming in relief, Caleb Smith making his 20th appearance. His record is 1-0. His ERA is 2.35. Joe Rizzo steps to the plate. He is 0 for 3 today. The average is dipped to 253. And it is a lazy ground ball to his left. Termini ranges, throws across, and there's 1 away here in the bottom of the ninth. Nice play. 1 pitch, 1 away. CJ Hinojosa has had a day today. He's 3 for 3. He's a home run away from the cycle. Fouls it off, strike 1. A little late on the fastball. Fouls it back to the screen upstairs. Count is 0-2. Just gets a piece of the changeup. Count remains 0-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth. Bronx Knights lead 11-5. He made a bid for that home run. It's a deep fly ball to center, but it's playable. And Lukulich makes the out for the 2nd out, and we are down to their final out.
Up next for the Rangers.
Johnny Damon represents that final out. He's 0 for 4 today, 2 for 14 in this series. Slow roller to second. Ramos fields, fires, And side is retired. Ball game over. Bronx Knights win. So they win 11-5, and they take 2 out of 3 in this best-of-3 series in Arlington. Eli Ramos wins his 11th ball game, which leads the league in wins. You can see Chris Ramos is there. He hit his 31st homer, which leads the American League. And let's go to the statistics. So Bronx Knights, 11 runs, 15 hits, no errors. Texas Rangers, 5 runs, 10 hits, no errors. Like I said before, Eli Ramos gets the win. He has 11. Catfish Hunter gets the loss. I have no idea how many losses he has. And they give Benny LoCicero the Player of the Game trophy. He was 4 for 5 with a homer and a double. And this has been a presentation of Bronx Knights Baseball. I am RC Robbin. Thank you for joining me. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. Thank you for joining me. And if you like Dungeons and Dragons, don't forget to check out the playlist for Dungeons and Dragons on this particular channel on YouTube. We've got a lot of great D&D stuff. But when we're not playing D&D, I like video games. So again, thanks for joining me, and have yourself a great evening.